I welcome Getachew Reda, advisor to the President of the National Regional State Government of Tigray and also the spokesperson of the Tigray's Central Command. Getachew Reda, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
So tell us about the latest unfolding developments regarding the ongoing war.
Well, it's been more than a week now since Abiy Ahmed openly declared war against Tigray, and there have been offensives being carried out in many parts of Tigray. In fact, the last 3 days has seen a spike in the offensive, with Abiy calling on his friend in Asmara to lend his support, and Eritrean forces are now openly part of the campaign against Tigray. In fact, the last couple of days have seen a marked increase in the involvement of Eritrean forces, and Eritrea has now deployed about 16 divisions, about 12 of them infantry divisions and 4 mechanized divisions, all the way from Aiga through to Adiabo in the west. It was an open secret. They were heavily involved in the bombardment of Humara, which obviously has caused significant casualties. And apart from the offensives in the northern part of Tigray, in the northern part of Ethiopia, Abiy's forces have also launched an offensive early this morning in the southern part of Tigray, especially in the Raya region. And our Tigray defense forces have been repulsing the attacks and causing significant damage to the enemy forces all sides of the border. And apart from the land offensives, Abiy has been busy targeting civilian installations, including power generation, Takaze hydroelectric generation units, through the use of, by way of course, airplanes. Our air defense capabilities have been in full use, and we have been able to repulse attacks, but Abiy's forces Air Force continues to attack us. We've been taking proportionate measures. Like I said, our forces are gallantly defending against the encroachment of the enemy, both from the side of the Eritrean forces and that of Prosperity's forces, the other side of the border, the southern part of Tigray, southern, northwestern, northern, and northeastern part of Tigray. Another development is we've already declared, made clear our position that Tigray defense forces will not sit idly by when Tigrayans are being targeted as a people, and every effort is being made to arm twist us into submission, and all kinds of military hardware, including airplanes, are being used to devastating effect against civilian infrastructures in Tigray. And so, as part of our promise to retaliate, our strategic defense units have taken proportionate measures against the military runway and the control tower in Bahar Dar and Gondar airports. It's our understanding that we have caused significant damage to the military assets at the Bahar Dar and Gondar airport. And as I have said earlier, we'll continue to target facilities that are being used to target Tigray and Tigray interests in other parts of the country, whether these are airports in Eritrea or airports in other parts of the country, or even infrastructure that is being used to arm twist us into submission. So we've promised to pay Abiy in his own coins when it comes to his efforts to cower us to cower us into submission, and will continue to target selected targets both in Bahar Dar and in Gondar and other parts of the country as long as we deem it necessary to avert the kind of reckless attacks that are being directed against us. This is pretty much, like I said, the offensive is in full swing now. It's even strange considering the fact that Eritrean forces have been involved in looting civilian property, destroying harvests of poor peasants in the parts they have been able to set foot, and this organized effort is being done in collaboration with Abiy Ahmed, who obviously would have you believe that he is doing it in the interest of Ethiopia and Ethiopians. It's very unfortunate.
The claim by the group in power in Addis is that the proportionality measure that you talked about was a rocket attack with limited impact on both places.
Well, I'm not going to say much about the impact. All I know is we have attacked the airports and we have caused significant damage, and we'll continue to target not just the airports but also other infrastructures as long as we deem the attacks necessary. It's not just about Bahar Dar and Gondar. In fact, in Bahar Dar and Gondar, as long as there are other targets, we'll continue to hit selected targets, but in many parts of the country as well. And of course, that would include facilities in Eritrea that are being used to target us.
What do you make of the report by the Amnesty International regarding the alleged atrocities at Maikadra, Western Tigray?
Well, our position is that those things need to be investigated. Those allegations need to be taken very seriously. All I can tell at this point is that Tigray and the people of Tigray has no business in engaging in the kinds of atrocities. And in fact, the information I have is that Tigrayan residents in Maikadra in what is called this Samra camp were targeted by hooligans from the other side of the border, and I think the best thing to do is to open the door for an independent investigation, and we'll be able to get to the bottom of things once that's done.
Okay. Also, there are disturbing reports that Tagaru living in Addis and other regions outside Tigray are being targeted, and many injustices being committed against them, and this is apart from the
things once that's done.
Okay. Also, there are disturbing reports that Tagaru living in Addis and other regions outside Tigray are being targeted, and many injustices being committed against them, and this is apart from the open invasion, bombardment, blockade, complete blockade against Tigray, and all these injustices. What is your message to the international community?
Well, my message to the international community is that to the extent that the international community is serious about preventing genocide, I think it's high time that they take this reports of persecution of Tigrayans very seriously. Tigrayans very seriously. Tigrayan civil servants are being singled out, now being sent to concentration camps, being profiled as enemy agents. They have been forced out of their jobs. They have been rounded up simply because they speak Tigrinya. And military personnel who have loyally served their country for more than 30 years are now being either incarcerated or persecuted in a very wanton manner. And everything that the cabal in Arat Kilo is doing has the signs of ethnic cleansing written all over it. So if the international community fails to see these developments for what they are, which is a preparation for an all-out genocide against the people of Tigray, and then I don't think it will be able to. I don't think it will have discharged its responsibility by the time the genocide they are now unleashing is on full display. It will have been too late, and the international community needs to take these reports very seriously. These reports are not just figments of our imagination. They are being done in an official manner. Officials, Abiy Ahmed's officials, including Abiy Ahmed himself, have been very vocal about singling out Tigrayans for persecution, and it's really dangerous.
And finally, this war is declared on the Ethiopian people in general. And what is the response of the rest of the Ethiopian people, and also Eritreans, because they stand to suffer from such coordinated attack against Tigray? Eritreans also.
Look, I mean, the reason why Abiy is very intent on, Abiy and Isaias are very intent on securing the submission of Tigray is because Tigray, they think is the only thing that stands in the way of their authoritarian ambitions in the region, and any success on their part to cow Tigrayans into submission would give them a carte blanche to lord it over the rest of the people in the region. That's their thinking, at least. So it behooves Ethiopians and of course Eritreans at large to work tirelessly against such a reckless move on the part of Abiy and Isaias Afwerki. Like I said, we'll leave no stone unturned to defend the interest of Tigray, defend our people, our autonomy, our self-determination rights, and our survival. What's at stake is our survival as a people. They are on record threatening to wipe us out, and it's not just about wiping Tigrayans out of the face of earth. It is just about securing the submission of all and sundry as far as their authoritarian ambitions go. So yes, Eritreans have been very consistent in voicing their concern and voicing their opposition against Isaias and Abiy's reckless adventures, and Ethiopians from many parts of the country have also been expressing concern and of course expressing their opposition, but they need to do more. But Tigray is in this with the clear understanding of the nature of the danger that we are facing. It's a question of survival for us. We either survive or will be wiped out as a people from the face of the earth, and all I can tell you is we'll do everything in our power to make sure that those people who are threatening to erase us off the face of earth do not realize that ambition. Okay, so we'll do everything in our power, and we have our people on our side, and we'll make sure Abiy and Isaias' dream will remain a pipe dream, not a reality. That's what I can say.
Advisor to the President of the National Regional State Government of Tigray, and also spokesperson of the Tigray's Central Command. Thank you for this update.
You're welcome.
Well, we have come to the end of the interview. Thank you for watching.